Yes, good evening, students. Yeah, good evening to all. Beta, is the screen is clear to you? Is this screen is visible to you? Neha? Yeah, good evening to all. Vidita, am I audible to you? Screen is visible? Actually, on yesterday we studied about the molarity and molality. Clear? Yesterday we were discussing about the molarity and molality and differentiate these two terms. If you have any kind of previous doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, for this day we may relate these one, how they form new formulas, what are the other relationship, and what are the remaining terminology of the concentration of the solution, solution related numericals, solution related terms. As we discussed on yesterday, that molarity is denoted by capital M, molality is denoted by the small m. So if we write molarity is equal to the given gramic value upon molar mass into 1000 upon volume. Is it clear? And molality is equal to the mass of solute upon molar mass of the solute into 1000 upon mass of the solvent. Is it clear? No, beta Vidita, you still have a doubt. ppm is not equal to 1 ml. Actually, this one is the presence of 1 ml of solute in 10 raised power 6 liters of the total solution. Clear? You maybe call me after the class, I will clarify it, because you have still doubts related to the ppm concentrations. Clear? So comes to the point, whenever we want to find out the ratio of molarity upon molality, that will equal to, actually as you observe from these two formula, this one common, this data, it means this one is the number of moles of a particular solute for a given solution. These solute quantity, number of moles remains same. Is it clear or not? And this 1000 is be same, present both in the formula. Now what will be the difference between this molarity and molality? Only this volume and mass of the solvent. Here you take the volume of solution, total volume of the solution. Is it clear? So if we took molarity upon molality, actually what we find out, the ratio of the molarity and molality. Is it clear? Molarity upon the molarity, that will equal to the mass of solvent. You may be right. WA upon MA into 1000 upon V upon WA upon MA into 1000 upon B. Now it's equal to, you bitterly knows, WA upon MA, this one we reverse to this one clearly. Actually this way, WA upon MA into 1000 upon V, this one got reverse into MA upon WA, is it clear, into B upon 1000 or not. This can be right at this. Clear? So you may be deduct this to this, this to this, 1000 to 1000. Now what's we left? Only B upon V, and B is the mass of solvent upon volume of solution. So if we want to find out the ratio of the molarity upon molality, that will only the ratio of mass of the solvent upon volume of the solution. You may skip all these one. If a numerical is giving the value of molarity and molality directly, they have provided you the molarity and molality, that time you may be equalize this formula. Molarity upon molality is equal to the mass of solvent upon volume of the solution. And out of 4 these, you have 3 values. In the given numerical, you can find out the remaining. If they provide molarity, molality, they also be give the volume of the solution. That time you can find out the mass of the solvent. Is it clear? If mass of the solvent is given, volume of the solution is given, and molarity is given, that time you can find out the molality. The simple one. It means out of 4 terms you can be use any one. Is it clear or not? Now if molarity and molality, actually molarity upon molality is equal to B upon V, then how can we find out the B and V? Actually if density is be there, that time density is equal to mass upon volume. So density into volume is equal to the mass solution upon volume of solution. So this will be the density of the solution. Is it clear? So we can also be apply this for mass of the solvent and volume of the solution. Actually this one is mass of solvent upon volume of solution. So how can we find out the mass of the solvent? Actually that one will be equal to the density of solution, total density of the solution, into volume of solution, so that we can find out the mass of the solution. And out of that mass you can deduct out the minus, which one? Mass of the solute, mass of solute into molar mass of the solute. Divided by volume of the solution. So you can also be use this formula. means molarity upon molality may be equal to the density of the solution into volume of the solution minus mass of the solute and the molar mass of the solute divided by the total volume of the solution. So in different problems you may require the different formula, but all these formulas may be derived by the one only. If you clears about one formula, you can be implemented that one, because as you want to be put out the density here, volume of the solution is here or not, this volume. If density is given, that time you may be used density is equal to mass upon volume. Then how can we find out this volume? This volume may be, if we want to find out V is equal to mass upon density, total mass of the solution upon density. You can apply this formula, mass upon density, density in upper side. Do you get my point or not? Is it clear? So these are the few formulas or the relationship between the molarity and molality. Is it clear? So we can also be implement another of the relationship with molarity and density. Which one? Molarity and density relationship. Actually this one is used whenever density of a solution is given and strength is be given. Clear? Relationship between molarity and density of the solution. That time you may be use molarity is equal to the percentage strength, given percentage in the solution, into density into 10, percentage into 10, it's again converted into their strength 1000 wise, upon molar mass of the solute. Is it clear? If in a actually mass of the solute and molar mass, number of moles required beta. Is it clear? How many moles of the solute are present for the molarity? That's why. Is it clear? So this one can apply whenever percentage is given, density is given for a particular solution. That time you simply percentage into 10. It means solution becomes in liter. Is it clear? Multiply with density, given density upon the molar mass of the solute. You may implement the same formula as we previously read, because strength means amount of substance in liters. Is it clear? This one is the same as we write down the previous one, because what we say, molarity is equal to WA upon MA into 1000 upon volume. Is it clear? If density is given, that time it's B, V is equal to mass upon density. Is it clear? So this may be equal to WA upon MA into 1000 upon this mass of the solution है बेटा ये, into density upward. Is it clear? So mass of the solution and mass of the solvent. This one is in thousands. Is it clear? So here is your density and mass in 1000, that will be equal to your strength. Is it clear? Strength into 10, that will be find out this into this by your in your thousands, and molar mass is here. Is it clear? So you can also be implement this one. Now what happens whenever the solutions are same, having two different kinds of the molarity, solutions containing same solute, that time you may be use M1 V1 plus M2 V2 is equal to M3 V3. If same kind of solutions having different molarity, and I am write the molarity, different molarity to 1, and V1 is equal to ka molarity is always be for a liter, that time 1000 ml. Clear? And here V2 is equal to 200 ml and M2 is equal to ka 5. Now by the addition of all these one, this becomes 1000 plus 200 to 1200 ml. V3 is your 1200, and you can find out this one. Is it clear? By formulation you can be find out the value of M3, what will be the value. I am giving the hypothetical question to you. The same equation may be applied for the normality. Whenever two same natured solutions are intermixed having different normality, that time we use N1 V1 plus N2 V2 is equal to N3 V3. Same may be applied for the normality. If two solutions are different, that time you may use only M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. So this may be used for one solution HCl, this may be used for another solution NaOH. And out of all these four, you may have 3 in the given numerical problems. At least 3 may be provided. This solution is different, it means solution is provided to you. Even volume is also be provided. 100 ml of this molarity of this solution can react with 600 ml of this solution. What will be the molarity of this solution? Is it clear? If I am taking a simple example, 5 molar HCl, 200 volume, then what will be the new molarity if it's be 600? You can find out the value of M2. Same is applied for the normality. N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2. It means we can find out the normality of another solution with the help of a solution having known normality. Clear? Do you clear the molarity, normality, molality? Now you can comment which one is not be understood by you. Which formula is not getting by you? Because these are only few formulas related to molarity, molality and normality. And before proceeding for the next one or the problems, we may clear all these one. Bindiya beta, which one you wants to be repeat? Bindiya Verma. I don't know the exact name of this one. but I am visualizing from this ID, so I announce the Bindia. Jia, okay, normality. Jia, are you getting the all? Neha, Vidita, Jessica, and what about the boys? Ritesh, Nishank, Ripudaman, Rishabh is also busy. Rishabh is here. Okay. But a normality means number of gram equivalent. Clear? Normality, as we took molarity, number of moles dissolved in a liter of solution. Suppose the total amount of the solution is 1 liter. Clear? You maybe took the example of your salt solution or the sugar solution. Now, molarity means how many number of moles dissolve. Is it clear? Number of moles. That time we use the terminology molarity. Clear? And normality means the number of gram equivalents. How many number of gram equivalents dissolved in that solution. And how we find out the gram equivalent? Yes, by dividing the molar mass of that solute with their acidity or basicity. Is it clear? So you maybe say that your normality may be equal to the molarity into your acidity or basicity. Once you get the value of one thing, you can find out the another one very simply. Clear? And Vidita is also be knowing about the M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Clear? Actually this one is made for the third solution. Suppose you have sugar solution, but the molarity of that solution is 2 molar. Clear? You may took any simple amount, 100 ml. 100 ml of a sugar solution with 2 molar. Number of moles dissolved 2. Is it clear? And another of the same sugar solution is having 200 ml in amount, and the molarity for those one is 4. Is it clear? So whenever we mix this one, 100 ml of the first solution and 200 ml of the second solution. So what will be the next volume? 300. Is it clear? And molarity is 2 molar for the first solution and 4 molar for the second solution. Now what will be the molarity of the new solutions? We have to find out that one. Vidita, do you get my point? Or you require more explanation for that? For that one you can be clarify more. Actually we have two solution, one solution and second solution. Is it clear? And both solutions are made up of sugar. Clear? Now both these are of the sugar solution. Now amount of this solution is 100 ml and amount of this solution is 200 ml. And the molarity for this solution is 2 molar and for this one is 4 molar. Now what happens whenever we add this one, first and second solution? Is it clear? Whenever we add, that time 100 plus 200, volume becomes 300. So this one is your V3. This one is your V1, this one is your V2, this one is your M1 and this one is your M2. Clear? Now molarity of the solution is also be changes, because the 100 ml of solution containing 2 moles of the solute of sugar, and that 200 ml of the sugar solution contain 4 moles. And if you want to find out the mass of those 2 moles or 4 moles, what will be the total amount? Can you tell me? Yeah, forget applying this formula, you have same kind of the solution. If the solutions are different, that time you maybe use this one, this formula. I am write it here, HCl NaOH, 2 different solutions having different molarity, different volume. If the solutions are of same nature, then they mix it. Definitely, beta, you can take the simple example, 1 glass of water having 1 spoon of sugar, clear, and another glass of water contain 4 spoons of sugar. Whenever you mix these 2 glass of water in another of the utensil, it becomes total 2 glass. Clear? Now total amount of sugar spoon wise, it's total of 5. Is it clear? But that 5 spoon of sugar in 200 ml, because I am supposing your glass of water is of 100 and 100. Vidita, now you clears? Jessica replied me, beta. Jessica, what about you? Jessica, are you there? I think you are out of the room. I can check you people so many times. So few of you maybe switch on the mobile and then after leave out from the room. Do you have the notebooks with you? Jessica, I am not getting your answer. Ritesh, Akshat, okay. Shall we proceed for the next? Or you want a numerical related to these one? Okay, only 2 relationships are left or 2 definitions are left, then we will try the numericals. So firstly, yeah, everyone should have the notebooks along with you, so that you may calculate, you may write down your formulas and all these one. And cramming of the formula in one setting is not possible, you have to be practiced so many times for these one. Actually, the next one is mole fraction. Next term, mole fraction. As the name indicate, fraction of mole from total solution. Where is the third marker? Okay. Fraction of moles. Suppose if our solution is of one kind, that time how many moles? Standardly always be 1 mole. So mole fraction may be denoted by XA or XB. That will be equal to the number of moles of A particle out of the total number of moles. I am writing written only for the solutions having two components. It means for binary components. We may take the example of a solution which contain one solute and one solvent. Is it clear? So it may contain only two kinds of the components, binary, two components, and those components is A and B. Here we use for the solute, this one is used for the mole fraction. Now what will be the number of moles of the A upon number of the moles of A plus number of the moles of B? Same, number of moles of the B divided by the total number of their moles of the components. Is it clear? And if your solution is binary, the total value of mole fraction of A and mole fraction of B is always be equal to 1. So if the total mole is 1, then what will be the fraction of solute and solvent? Here 1 is considering as a whole solution. It contains solute and solvent. Is it clear? And if you want to find out the mole fraction, that times the number of the moles equal to the, is it clear? And mass fraction of B, mass fraction of B is equal to mass of B upon mass of A plus में mass of B. It means mass of the solution. You can simply say that mass of the solute upon total mass of the solution, mass of the solvent upon total mass of the solution. Is it clear? You may be write this one. Mass of solute upon mass of the solution. And as you remember, this mass of the solution is always be equal to the mass of solute plus mass of the solvent. Or maybe volume fraction, volume of component upon total volume of the solution. That time you may be frame the volume fraction. Is it clear? That will be known as your volume fraction. Is it clear? Simply you may of this one. This one is a clear beta? Shall we try the more? Now we can try the problems. You may be cram out these formula, understand these formula, read the numerical 1 or 2 times clearly, and find out what's that provide you and what's we have to be find out. Is it clear? Then try to relate with the formulations. Is it clear? So we may try the easy one or not. Okay, we start to try with a easy problem. Write down that one. And which one is the easiest? I think mole fraction or mass fraction. Calculate the mole fraction of ethanol. Calculate the mole fraction of ethanol in a sample of sterilizer or spirit containing 92% ethanol by mass. Is it visible? Yeah. What we have to be find out? We have to be calculate mole fraction of ethanol in a sample of spirit that containing 92% ethanol by mass. Clear? Actually, if we want to be find out the mole fraction, that will be equal to mole fraction of ethanol. Our first aim is to find out the components of the solution. What are the main components? In our solution, we have ethanol as well as their solution, and solution, spirit solution may be prepared in water beta. Sterilizer you may use instantly. Clear? So mole fraction of ethanol is equal to the number of moles of ethanol upon number of moles of ethanol plus number of moles of water. Is it clear or not? Yes or no, beta? And so this one is your XA, this one is your NA, this one is your NA plus NB. Do you get this point or not? Now, how can we find out the NA? Number of moles of ethanol, यानी कि A. How can we find out? By our formula, mass of this solute divided by the molar mass. Now, what will be the mass? Hanji beta, what will be the mass? This one is here, 92%. 92% means if the solution is total 100 gram, that time 92 gram is ethanol and remaining 8 gram is of water. Clear? 92% means out of total 100, 92 is ethanol and remaining 8 is our water. So WA, it means mass of our first component ethanol is equal to 92. And what will be the molar mass of ethanol? Formula for ethanol is C2H5OH. You have to be find out the molar mass of this component. So carbon is having mass equal to 12. So 2, 12 plus 12, 24, 5 hydrogen, 29, then 16 for the oxygen, 45, and next one hydrogen, it will be equal to 46. Is it clear? And the same, if you want to be find out NB, it means for water, these will be WB upon MB, and that will equal to remaining weight of water is 8, molar mass is 18. So you can put out these values into this one. In this one, 92 upon 46 upon 92 upon 46 plus 8 upon 18. You may be calculated out this one. Find out the result. I am waiting for your response. 92 upon 46 upon 92 upon 46 plus 8 upon 18. Find out the answer of this one. Jessica, hurry up beta. I am also be trying. Where's calculator? Fraction wise, step by step. 92 divided by 46 is equal to 2. Clear? So this one is equal to 2 and 8 divided by 18, 2.4. For which one you are getting? Jessica, what are you doing? 2/2 plus 044 है, ऊपर वाला 2 भी तो है बेटा. Then what will your answer? Beta, I am solving the whole one. 92/46 is equal to 2. 8/18 is equal to 0.44. Then you may be kept in your formula, giving the whole one. Now you can divide this one. Oh, what will be the answer? Beta, calculator is not allowed in +1. You may try by yourself. Try to speed up your calculations. Isn't 0.8 something? Riya, Neha, not calculated still. कमाल है यार, 2/2.44 को डिवाइड नहीं कर पा रहे आप लोग. It's 0.82. For ethanol. If you want for water, it means XB. That time you maybe find out 1 minus 0.8. But in our question, that one is asking only about the ethanol. That's why I am giving only 0.82. Otherwise, Chani, from where you are get 0.16? From where you are getting 50/61? Beta, it's 0.82. And if we want to calculate about the water, it's 0.18. Yes, 0.81 or 82. It's 0.81. Clear? And if they ask about the mole fraction of water, that will be 1 minus 0.81. It means 0.18. Is it clear? Now if they want to ask about the mass fraction, that time mass fraction, जसिका बेटा, बाकी सब भाग गए. कैलकुलेशन से डर गए. नॉट अ गुड साइन. Now Ritesh, if they ask about the mass fraction for the same solution, if you want to be asked about the mass fraction, you can take the example of the same solution. How can we find out the mass fraction of ethanol and water? What will be the mass of ethanol? 92. Good. And the mass of total solution is 100. That time the mass fraction 92/100. Mass fraction of ethanol. Is it clear? and if mass fraction of water, that will equal to 8 upon 100. Is it clear? So you maybe find out by this one. Percentage is given. Can you find out the molarity and normality of this one? Normality, molarity. Actually total volume is not given, otherwise you can find out. Lot of network problem. Yeah beta, I am also be facing today, maybe due to the weather forecasting. For today network is doing so much problem. Don't worry, try to do more. Is it clear? So let me try the next one. Okay, I am giving the next one. Find out the molarity and molality. Find out the molarity and molality of a 15% solution of H2SO4. It means 15% sulfuric acid. 15% means mass by mass, provided density is equal to 1.0 gram per centimeter cube. Is it clear? Again Ritesh get tired. Enough for today. Yeah beta, just last numerical. Density is 102 into 10 upon molar mass. H2SO4 98. You maybe learned this one. And it's very simple. You can find out the molarity. It will be equal to 1.56 molar. And for molality, how can you find out? You have the mass. Actually 15% means mass of solute. Mass of solute we are taking WA is equal to 15 gram, 15%. Mass of solvent is equal to WB. It's always be 85, because for this 15%. Is it clear? So how can we find out the molality? You maybe took this one, because in molality mass of the solvent is be taken. Is it clear? So you maybe apply the formula of the molality, and what will that? WA upon MA into 1000 upon mass of the solvent. Is it clear? This one is 15 divided by 98 into 1000 upon mass of the solvent is your 85. Is it clear? So it will be equal to 1.8 molar. So you may be visualize. molarity and molality of a solution is different. Clear? Okay beta, don't worry, you have to be tried more and more. I'm giving you the problem in your assignments, you may be tried those one. Clear? And if some doubts may left, you may be asked in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we will also be discussing more problems related to these ones. Is it clear? So enough for today. Thank you, thanks a lot, and it's my request, be regular in the class and mark your present. And if you want to this lecture, you may be subscribe your YouTube channel. Okay, you may subscribe that channel so that you can automatically get a notification whenever I am uploading the next one. Sometime I'm also be forgetting to upload, or maybe it depends upon the network. Okay, have a nice day, be prepared for the test. Say we will be meet on tomorrow. Have a nice day.